put your hands together for Peter McCormick.
Are you all ready to rock and roll with marbles? I can't hear you.
I better introduce him again since I got his name wrong. I don't know where I got Peter from. So there you are. It must be a character from my dim and distant past. I'm going to give you a chance to applaud all over again as we give it up for ADRIAN McCormick.
Thank you, Desmond. It's really nice that someone's pronounced my name correctly, actually, because I spent most of my time in France these days. I've lived in France for over 25 years, and in France, everyone calls me ADRIAN. So, and it's brilliant to be back in Bucharest. It's my second time in Bucharest, and I have to say, last year I felt at home. Actually, I felt like I was arriving back in France again because it was the Arc de Triomphe, and so maybe I should be doing this workshop. Peut-être que je devrais parler un petit peu en français. Hein? Do you speak French? Oui. Hands up if you speak French. Faut parler français. Allez, on va parler en français. Oui, oui. No, we're going to speak in English. Sorry, when I revert back to English, I've got a strong Northern Ireland accent, so apologies if I speak too quickly or I get nervous. Please put your hand up and ask me to slow down. I thought it might be quite nice to inspire this whole conference is the 18th conference for Fischer, and when I was looking through the leaflet and the booklet and everything else, one line came to my attention, which I thought was quite special. I'll just read it out. It said, "It's the human touch, the creativity, empathy, and insight of teachers that remains at the heart of effective learning." So teachers, it's thanks to you guys that we can inspire kids and that we can lead them on to become bigger and better people again afterwards. So I was trying to find a video to start with. You probably remember last year I did a little video called President. It was a little guy called President. We called him the President. So I was trying to find a mini version of Desmond because he pronounced my name wrongly. I thought I'd get some revenge, so I'm going to look on the internet and I'm going to find a video that ties into this whole methodology of teaching and inspiring young people. Why did I choose this video? It's back to school time. So you're getting ready to inspire your kids. It's a stressful time. I'm here to talk to you about marbles and its methodology, whole child approach. The video does that, I think. And it also, the little president to me is a mini version of Desmond without the shoes. He's got a cape instead. But he talks a lot about positivity, kindness, and making the world a better place. And it's all about a whole child approach. And it ties in brilliantly with the theme of the conference. And I think it also ties in brilliantly with the methodology of whole child approach from marbles, which I'm going to be talking to you about from Helping English. So I'm going to start with a video. During the video, there is a little gap fill activity. So maybe if you can just, if you've got pen and paper, see if you can find the missing words from the video. So I'm just going to show you 2 minutes of that to start with, hopefully.
This one goes out to the heroes. Everyday heroes. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You probably are like, I'm not a hero, you're talking to the wrong person. And I'm all like, you're talking to your TV. So listen up. I think you're a hero and you don't even know it yet. Maybe you're like me, you look in the mirror and you don't really see a hero. You look and you just see a regular kid. A really good looking regular kid. But you're a hero. Whether you're a kid or a grown-up. You're way more than you might think you are. You're more than your problems and you're more than your mistakes. Somewhere inside, you're a hero. You might not have a cape or wear underwear outside your clothes. That's probably a good thing. You have everything right now to change the world. Everything! Heroes are just ordinary people who've done extraordinary things. They inspire other people to be extraordinary. People like Nathaniel. He's 12 years old and he's now okay with the fact that there are people in the world who don't have clean water. He raised enough money to help 30 schools in Central Africa. Madison, when she was 15, she created a beauty pageant for boys and girls that have special needs because she wanted to celebrate real beauty. My friend Bob, he's 55 and he's living out love in so many different ways. Right now he's working on building the school so kids in Uganda know they're loved. Kids can change the world, and grown-ups can change the world. It would go a whole lot faster if we worked together. Heroes are made when ordinary people like you and me decide to be extraordinary. Or extra ordinary. Extraordinary. That's too many extras. Here's what I'm trying to say. If you want to be awesome, treat people awesome. It's about strength. Firepower.
You can clap. Sorry, you're all teachers as well. So what I'm going to say is, if you're a teacher, I would just like you to clap for yourselves, because you're here at 5 o'clock. It's towards the end of today, and it's all about, you know, inspiring children. You guys have that power to do that as teachers. So I would say just maybe we should just clap teachers and yourselves. So the video goes on a little bit longer. You can watch that in your own time. I mean, I can send you the links afterwards. Any ideas what the missing words are in my little gapful? Heroes are just ordinary people who have done extraordinary things. They inspire other people to be extraordinary. Okay, so kids can change the world and grown-ups can change the world. Heroes are made when ordinary people like you and me decide to be extraordinary. And if you want to be awesome, okay, so you have to be awesome to treat people awesome. So there's a lot of nice things I think that you can unravel from that. That's the little answer that you've come up with. I think what I'm trying to say is, as teachers, you're all in a very privileged position. I mean, you guys can awaken the joy and creative expression and knowledge of your students. You can give them excellent English language teaching material. You've got the real ability to modify the course of the student's life by inspiring them to become greater people. You can also open their minds to new cultures. So it's important that you find methodology, books and resources to be able to do that. And I think, I don't know if you're the same as me, but we always remember at least one good teacher, one hero who motivated and has inspired us to be better. Me, I grew up in Northern Ireland. I was learning Irish at school. I probably would have stayed in Northern Ireland, but my French teacher was brilliant. He inspired me to read French, to learn French, and I still remember him to this day because I've spent 27 years living in France. My wife is French. My wife is French. My cats, I've got 4 cats, they're French. And I love France. I love French culture. I love the French language. And it was thanks to one man, the way he taught me, who inspired me to become that I wanted to find out more about France. So that's important. Just can I ask you just a hands up if you have a teacher, if you can remember a hero that was a teacher. Did you have a hero teacher in mind? So quite a few of you. And maybe if you could, someone sitting beside you, could you maybe just tell that person why that person for you was a hero? And then if you, maybe afterwards you share it with the group if you're feeling adventurous afterwards. So the person beside you, see just for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, who inspired you growing up at school? You must be one teacher who did that. And if so, why? What was the reason for that? Would anyone like to share their own experience, or maybe someone else's who they've just talked to? Could we maybe one example from anyone? Who's feeling adventurous towards the end of a day after a long, hard, grueling day at Fischer conference? We've got someone at the front. What's your name?
I'm Andy, and I'm currently a teacher, but my mom, she's a teacher, and she's my hero because she's my example and she's my role model.
Brilliant, lovely example. We'll use that for the 19th Fischer conference video. Lovely example, really nice. Anyone else? Anyone else has got someone's?
Yes. So my first English teacher, we started when we were in 6th grade, because I'm old. And yes, and she played some Michael Jackson songs, and she said this is a good way to learn English. Yes.
Michael Jackson songs, great. And that inspired you, why not? I mean, that's the thing, every child's different. Every child's got something that's going to spark their curiosity. So if it's Michael Jackson or whatever, that's what you have to find, isn't it? What makes the child tick a little bit, what's important. Anyone else? Maybe one more example?
My English teacher, who was also my main teacher, like my homeroom teacher in high school, she encouraged me to be the best version of myself and to also create lots of projects. We would make lots of projects. Yeah, lots of creativity. And Japanese teacher.
And a Japanese teacher creating, English and a Japanese teacher creating lots of projects with their students, thanks to her teacher. So it's a really, not many professions in the world have that luxury, I think, to inspire people like that. So you get what I mean. I think it's all about, don't be boring. I think there's lots of really, you've seen that from this Fischer conference, and there's lots of ideas and lots of creativity. And I think it's up to you now to go back to the classroom and hopefully implement some more of those. So I guess, dream big. I like this little quotation. Your influence as a teacher might be the first whisper of encouragement for a child to dream big, which is quite deep, but so true. And also, I think it's quite important to say, kids, when they come to the classroom, they've had experiences with their brothers or sisters, their mums or dads, their grandparents, their friends. Maybe some of their experiences may not have been so positive. They may have been maybe quite negative. So they're coming into the classroom now having you as your teacher, and you have a really golden opportunity to help, reinforce some of the positive values and possibly rewrite some of the negativities that may very well exist in some of the kids. So it sort of goes back to that quotation that we had earlier. It's okay, fine and good, having lots of, technology and artificial intelligence. Sometimes I'm getting a bit tired of all that stuff. Maybe we need to take it back a little bit and come back to basics sometimes, and look at some of the more simplistic things, if you like, which could be deeper long term. So you definitely have a key role to play in that story. Also, a nice little quotation that I found: if you have to put someone on a pedestal, but teachers, they are society's heroes. Well, why are teachers heroes? Well, because you guys have got the opportunity to find out more about different kids. You take the time to explore the needs of each of those kids, or at least you try to. Social emotional learning is really vital, and it's key, I think. And Marbles, the approach behind Marbles very much endorses that. And I think that's what we're looking for. Empathy is important. Having kids, giving them the imagination, I guess, to show the fact that kids are different. All kids are different, all kids have different talents, and it's important for kids growing up that they see that and that they can maybe embrace changes, embrace the fact that people are different, and celebrate that, in fact, maybe as something that's really positive. There's a lot to be, I think, undug with that. Helping students become aware of their own emotions. So it all kind of links into this whole social emotional learning approach. I don't have time to go into that today, but I did have a little look. I mean, there's lots of evidence that suggests that social emotional learning improves children's academic performance, but it also improves their behavior, and it also improves their attitudes. So there's, let's come back to basics and make sure that the books and the resources that we're using do implement that. A few more quotes. Teachers who embrace social emotional learning have the power to shape not only the minds, but also the hearts of the students, which I thought was nice. And social emotional learning is the foundation off which you can build the rest of learning. If students don't have SEL skills, if they don't feel connected, and if they can't manage their emotions, we're not going to be able to teach them effectively. So you want to make sure that you're trying to get students into that whole mindset by how you teach them in English, before you're going to see the positive effects of that. So basically what I would like to do today, so I'll show you Marbles, which is our new primary school course. We look a little bit just at some of the concepts behind Learning for Life. I'd like to show you some of the stories, songs, and videos from Marbles. I also want to see if Romanian teachers can rap. Can you rap? Do you want to wrap at this time of the day, towards the end of the day? We'll see afterwards. Have fun. Projects, so maybe briefly, just projects, Cleel, also big part of Marbles, and digital at the end. And sorry, maybe not so much artificial intelligence, but maybe real intelligence. Sorry, I had my dose of artificial intelligence, to be honest. So, and maybe if you have any questions and answers at the end. So, just in a nutshell, Marbles, it's a 6-level course, so it's very much centered around young children. It's a whole child approach. It's a 6-level course, so it goes from level 1 all the way to level 6. It's pre-A1 to A2. It's very much lots of resources linked. I know you've had lots of workshops already, you know, with Cambridge exams, but there is a lot of content and material for Cambridge exams integrated within Marbles. It's 4 to 5 classes per week, but you can make that a lot longer if you start to use, you know, all of the resources that are available for Marbles. One of the things that I think is important to point out, I mean, maybe just ask you to put your hand up. Do you know the author Herbert Puchta? Put your hand up. Okay, so quite a few of you, probably maybe 60%. I mean, Herbert Puchta is a really well-known name within English language teacher. He's done a lot of research into cognitive psychology and how the brain works. He's got his own website. But I would say go after this workshop. Look him up if you don't know who he is. He's done research. He's done workshops and seminars in maybe 50 to 60 different countries around the world. And he's implemented lots of those kind of principles about whole child approach and how kids learn in different way. And kids have different talents, and we want to use that within the classroom. So I think it's important when you look at a course book to know that he's kind of the main person behind that. He's just written Marbles, but he's also written Options, which is for secondary school kids from Hebling, and also some resource books. Differentiation in ELT has also just been published, which could also be interesting for you to have a look at. So Herbert Puchta, the Learning for Life, just the whole concept of learning for life. It's very much, I guess, in a nutshell, it's having fun. Your students are learning English, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. They're growing in confidence. They're getting ready for the real world. So they're getting ready to become well-rounded, healthy individuals. You're making them very much aware of the world around them. And I'll show you that from some of the activities that are integrated within Marbles afterwards. So it's all about life skills, I guess. Just 4 little words, but I think they're important. They've come up quite a lot already during this Fischer conference. Of course, fun. You want your kids to be having fun. You want to be having fun. You don't want to be bored with a resource book that's not very interesting. Positive relationships, so encouraging your kids to have, you know, interact with each other and realize that all kids, everyone is different, in fact. Collaboration, so sharing ideas, working together, the importance of that we can become stronger and the kids can become better if they're working together. And empathy is very essential, I think, especially in today's age, when we look at the world that we're living in. You know, when you turn on the TV and you look at the news, I think something like empathy is just absolutely hugely important. So when you go through Marbles, you'll see they're different marbles representing these pillars. They're imagination, collaboration, global learning, thinking skills, creativity, social and emotional learning, digital skills, and communication skills. So you'll begin to get, once you get familiar with the methodology and the book, within each of the units, you'll have these little marbles popping up to show you what you're practicing. So here they are again. And maybe now could you let me know what you think is the missing word? So I'm going to just to revise what the actual principles are. What are the foundation for both artistic and scientific research? Any ideas? You can just shout out the answer if you. So it's going to be one of the curiosity. Anybody else? Someone's your mind reading. Can't hear you. You're very shy with the telephone. If not, if you don't give me an answer, I'm going to go to the back and ask the dog. I'm going to ask the dog to bark. Okay, I'll do that one for you. That one's imagination. Yeah, the lady with the dog's clapping. The dog knew the answer. He should have barked. Okay, so the next. Well, this was an easy one. What is fostered through craft activities, developing manual skills? You really are tired. You need another coffee break already. My God. Creativity. Creativity is a big part of it. There's lots of playing and doing and making and fun activities to get the kids motivated. So that's a big feature of marbles. Okay, and the next one. Children are encouraged to work well together, respecting each other's contributions. Yeah, of course, collaboration. So respecting other cultures, caring for the environment. Any ideas? Global learning. Global learning, yeah, activities. This one's a difficult one. Navigating through life, reflecting on past experience, problem solving, metacognitive reflection, online activities to develop a range of thinking skills. Thinking skills, yeah, very much part of marbles. So thinking skills developed throughout the course. This one's an easy one. Yeah, of course, social emotional learning. So self-awareness, empathy, we've talked about already. Digital skills, yeah, what would we do without digital technology? Very important. Makes your life easy as a teacher. So just a little, well, do you know the expression curiosity killed the cat? Well, I've changed it. I've said curiosity only killed the cat. It didn't kill the, sorry, go ahead. But satisfaction brought it back. Yeah, exactly. Very good. Yeah, curiosity only killed the cat. What I'm trying to say is it didn't kill the kids. The kids come to your classroom full of curiosity, full of, they question everything. That's just an opportunity to develop that, use that curiosity, to develop, get them thinking about other things, doing other things, get them involved. So having fun in the classroom is absolutely vital, and curiosity is such a big part of that. So how can we spark their curiosity? Well, of course, we can spark their curiosity through video, story, and song. So within Marbles, what we're trying to do is give you some videos that the kids can, they're going to enjoy. They're also probably going to find the people in the videos inspirational. And so they'll want to aspire to be like the other kids in the video or like the adults in the video. So within Marbles, you've got different, and also because I guess in today's age, everybody's switched on. So you want to make sure that the video content is interesting. Otherwise, the kids will go to sleep, and you will go to sleep because it's 5:20 and it's getting later. So within the videos, there are different types of video. There's real world. You've got Jenny and James. So the Jenny and James are the same age as the kids in the video. Mia and Mike. You've got the twins. There's also animated song videos. And then you've got vocabulary videos. And you've got round the world videos exploring curiosity. So lots and lots of video input to really hope that you can, motivate and generate, build on that curiosity. That's important. So lots of video. CLEAL as well. Maybe that's important. Lots of CLEAL integration as well. So I want to quickly. Sorry, just wanted to mention just briefly. I think I did say that Our World. So it's Jenny and James. They're the same age as the kids. They talk about families, pets, food, and that's Jenny talking about her favorite pet. And you're always going to have lots of extra activities, reinforcement activities as well, and extension activities. But I'll just show you one example. This is Leo.
For my watch. I think I lost it at school this morning.
Okay, let's see what we can do. What's it like?
Well, it's white. It's made of plastic.
Okay, so it's plain white, is it?
No, sorry. The watch face is white, with some orange on it. but the strap is different.
Okay, so what's the strap like?
It's striped. Orange, green, purple, and red.
Are you certain?
Yes, it's orange, green, purple, and red.
And what's the strap made of?
It's made of metal. No, sorry, it's made of plastic.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's made of plastic and it's striped orange, green, purple, and red.
Okay, so let's see what we've got.
Okay, so it's quite quirky. The humor is quite quirky, and the kids will get to know who the kids are, and hopefully want to aspire to be like them as well. There's animated songs basically as well in every unit.
English is a fun game, lots of words to play, lots of words for school things. Let's play the game today.
On my desk, it's a book. Is it black? Is it brown? Have a look.
Okay, so animated songs. Another one, pizza is my favorite food.
Oh, let's go to the shops. There's lots of food to buy. My mother wants a lot of fruit and one chicken pie. Oh, let's go to the shops. There's lots of food to see. My dad wants 2 big burgers and a cup of tea. But pizza is my favorite.
I should have got you to sing that one actually. Looking at the reaction from some of you, that would have been a good example.
Now let's sing. Pizza is my favorite thing. Pizza, come on now, let's sing. Oh, let's go to the shops. There's lots and lots of food. My friends want lots of burgers. They say they are good. Oh, let's go to the shops. There's lots and lots of food. But pizza is my favorite. Pizza's really good. But
You get the idea, I think, don't you? Anyone fancy a pizza? Yeah. It's a nice way to end a conference, I think. You should all go out and have a pizza afterwards. So you can see, also watch out for Monic's phonemic beatbox. So you've got lots of pronunciation, and it's quite funny as well, I would say. This is the 2 sounds. So the cool cow takes her toothbrush to the bathroom, and her brown towel to the shower too, which doesn't work in a Northern Ireland accent, sorry. So you've got the rhyme. Pronunciation, you've got a little bit of, every 2 units, you practice the sounds, you reinforce the sounds. Pronunciation is very important. And then they're practiced through a reading activity. And then afterwards, the pupils, they watch and they listen to the song. Karaoke version of the song is available as well. And afterwards, you've got a link for online practice and digital practice as well. Oh, sorry, now on to the singing is important, rapping is important. Herbert Puchta likes rap, so it would be a shame not to at least try a rap. It's very easy for this rap. We just need 3 groups, okay? One group is the first chorus, the second group is the second chorus, and the third group is just a few little rap words. So I need 3 groups. Well, let's say you guys all together are group 1, okay? Group 1. This is group 2. Okay, so you're the first chorus, you're the second chorus, and you guys are all going to be the rappers. Okay, so the rappers sorry, yeah, but you don't have to do much for the rapping bit's the best, actually, it's the easiest, but you just need to stand up, in fact. So if you could stand up, please. You're looking a bit sleepish now, so I thought, well, you don't want to fall asleep for the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes of my presentation. That would be a shame. So the rapping part, I just need you to pronounce these words, actually. So just after me, say, ah, yeah, ah, come on, yeah. Okay, and that's put after the first verse. And at the end, you need to say, yeo, come on. Okay, that's easy. So I'm not going. You don't need to practice that again. So you know those. What I'm saying, what I need to do now is, I need to get into my. I did. There is one other thing I forgot to say. If the rap for the rappers, okay, the words are easy, so you need to put some kind of groove to it. So you need groove. Groove. I like that word. So you need to pretend that you're at least you're a rapper. So put yourself in the mood. If it's your arms like that or your hands like that, you know, just do something to look like a rapper. And I'm going to let you listen to it first. It's very easy. I mean, it's not rocket science at the end of the day. So group one, which I'm sorry, I forget you sometimes because the way it's just a huge venue, this place, but sometimes when I'm looking, I forget there's another part of this room. But you're the group one, the first two, group two, singing and rapper. So, but you don't have to sing yet, just listen to it. Okay, here we go. Don't do anything yet. Just get in the mood.
Let's do this. Yeah.
He likes meatballs with a bit of rice. She likes noodles with a few peas. I like pizza with lots of cheese. But can I have a slice without olives, please?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, guys, move your bodies.
Does food taste better with salt and pepper? A lot of salt is bad for you, so please remember. A bit of salt and pepper, a bit of salt and pepper. Try some herbs and spices and add a bit of pepper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. It's not that difficult, huh? Are you all ready? Okay, we need to try it now. So I'm relying on you guys now. So group one are going to sing along. Group two and the rappers, you know, in the middle bit, you need, after the first verse, you need to do the little rapping bit and at the end. And it's as simple as that. Okay, so I hope we can play it again. I might need my technology. I think I need to go back. Okay, here we go. So group one. And sing it loud.
Let's do this. Yeah.
He likes meatballs with a bit of rice. She likes noodles with a few peas. I like pizza with lots of cheese. But can I have a slice without olives, please?
Stoppers.
Yeah.
Stoppers.
Come on. Yeah.
Does food taste better with salt and pepper? A lot of salt is bad for you, so please remember. A bit of salt and pepper, a bit of salt and pepper. Try some herbs and spices and add a bit of pepper.
Yeah.
That was rubbish. I have to say, that was rubbish. I come the whole way. Je viens de la France pour entendre vous chanter comme ça. En français, in French, you say chanter comme une casserole, which means to sing like a saucepan. C'était chanter comme une casserole. C'était vraiment n'importe quoi. So I'm going to do it once more. I'm going to make you do it once more. It was that bad, and I won't run out of time. But so I'm going to try that once more. This time, put a little bit of life into it. My God, it's the 19th Fischer, that's 19th Fischer conference. 18th Fischer conference. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to try it once more. So here we go again. Group one, come on, sing it.
All right. Let's do this. Yeah.
He likes meatballs with a bit of rice. She likes noodles with a few peas. I like pizza with lots of cheese. But can I have a slice without olives, please?
Very good.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Does food taste better with salt and pepper? A lot of salt is bad for you, so please remember. A bit of salt and pepper, a bit of salt and pepper. Try some herbs and spices and add a bit of pepper.
Yeah.
Hands up for the best rapper in Bucharest. What's your name again? It's Denisa, isn't it? It's not Denisa. I spoke to you earlier too. It's Despina, the new Bucharest rapper of 2025. Yeah, man, that was cool. So thanks, Despina. Okay, that was enjoyable. So yeah, you got to make the classroom's fun. And Herbert Puchta, by the way, there is a rap book, Grammar, Songs and Raps from Herbert Puchta. There is a book that exists which gives you ideas to exploit raps from Herbert. So I would say have a look out for Grammar, Songs and Raps, and also some of the other methodology books that he writes. So songs are important. I mean, okay, songs are important, stories are important, but also, yeah, a good story is absolutely vital. I mean, reading is important, we know that. because imagination and fiction make up more than 3/4 of our real life. We all know that reading books inspires kids. It inspires us as learners, so we want to take advantage of that. So within Marbles, just so you know, there are 3 types of stories. So in levels 1 and 2, you've got, in levels 1 and 2, it's very much imagination. Levels 3 and 4, it's the exploration stage. And levels 5 and 6, it's creativity. So they're done through different mediums of reading. You've got What's It and Friends, which are 3 real children and a fantasy creature. Levels 3 and 4, it's space-time adventures, and then you've got international crime fighters, solving crimes and multicultural content. So there is a lot of emphasis on reading. Last year, I don't know if you can remember, but I showed this little video. This is from the levels 1 and 2. It's about What's It. So I guess what I'm trying to say in stories, kids have a lot of imagination, and in every story, there's going to be, I guess, at least in these stories, there's a problem to solve at the beginning. And then there's a little bit of emotional context, sad, happy. And then at the end, there's like a little bit of magic. So and this is done through the character of WhatsApp, who's a mystical creature found in the woods who can turn into any object, turn into any human being. And he helps solve their problems. So he's got magical powers. So the stories are a big part of Marbles. In levels 3 and 4, it's all about space-time adventures. Alto, Beta, and Kota have adventures on a faraway planet. And there's a robot called Mona who helps them solve problems. So it's all about collaborating and working together, and the stories are really quite interesting. But it's really getting into the fantasy world of the stories and developing the kids' imagination. So that's done through the books, of course. Lots of extension reinforcement. And also, just I should mention, there are a series of books called the Thinking Train series, also by Herbert Pukta, which are great if you're preparing Cambridge exams. There's lots of content in those. It's all about reading for pleasure, but it's actually kids solving problems, thinking for themselves to reach a higher level of thinking. They're colorful little reading books, but they're really, if I'm honest, they're really beautifully done. It's all, and there's a mapping guide on the website for Marbles, so you can see how every unit of Marbles links into a particular reading. If you decide to do a project with your kids, a reading project, then I would say definitely look out for the Thinking Train series, because it goes from A to F in terms of level. So reading is important, and there's mapping from Marbles to the particular reading. Real world culture is also important. Real world culture, learning about other countries, learning about other cultures. Obviously, this one's about croissants, which the reading is trying to tell you that croissants are from another part of the world. I mean, can you believe it? We all know that croissants are French, aren't they? No, you'll find it's actually quite interesting. You learn a little bit about the more about food in France. So it is an interesting article. There is a little around the world, so you're learning. I don't have time to do this, but I would have done if I had time. But it's just giving you, lots of other. I guess it's getting the kids interested in other countries and cultures from around the world. And this one is from Easter Island. So you do learn about Easter Island and the number of statues and what the statues were, and you learn a lot about the culture from that. It's also quite interesting because the Marbles develops that a little bit further, so you're learning about traditions, the types of food they eat. In this example, it's about it's like in Northern Ireland actually. I found it amazing because it's the same as Northern Ireland. Young men, there's a competition every year to decide the new leader. Young men represented their clan. First, they climbed 300 meters down a cliff to the beach. Then they swam to another island, which was dangerous because of sharks. And on the island, they waited for the Mantura birds to arrive and to lay their eggs. The first man to bring a Mantura egg back to Easter Island was the winner, and the new leader was proclaimed from that. So that's part of the culture of Easter Island. It's exactly the same in Northern Ireland. Do you believe me? No. So you're learning about other countries, you're learning about other cultures, you've got background information, you've got research information for you to find out. The teachers' books are quite well illustrated. Projects are also a big part of Marbles. You're getting your kids working together. So in levels 1 and 2, they're cutting up, they're making color wheels, they're making finger puppets, they're making happy animal masks. It's all about imagination, creation, creating and sharing. So lots of creative work. My Robot Helper. So children review the content of the unit with a creative task, and then at the end of the book, they've got it's something called My Imaginary World. So lots to get kids working together, in fact, fostering collaboration. And finally, they write about their creation and present it to the class. So lots of, communication skills and learning for life. The learning for life that we talked about at the beginning, you'll see how they're integrated. So you've got imagination, collaboration, communication, and creativity, all very much part of it. At the end of the book, there's a project. This one is it's a double-page illustration at the back of the book with Kota's imaginary world. Illustrates what she has imagined for her planet, while another is provided for pupils to complete their own project. So really thinking outside the box a little bit. Kids have lots of imagination, so it's giving them the resources and tools to explore that and develop that a little bit further in the project work at the back of the book. Is CLEAL, sorry, just put your hand up. Is CLEAL important for you? Other subjects? Okay, other subjects, that's a big part of Marble. So, positive values being reinforced through CLEAL. So just to give you some examples, this one, conscious of time, I'm okay, I've got 7 minutes, okay. So just to show you how CLEAL is integrated, this one is all about how you can help the planet at home, having a shower every day, not having baths, but you can see it's getting kids to think about that, which is important, I think. It's the real world stuff. It's not just learning English, they're getting ready to be better citizens. There are lots of teachers' books, extension activities. They're talking about reducing the use of water, saving energy. You've got reinforcement activities in the teachers' book. Extension activity, maybe the kids work in pairs or groups to create a poster about how the school and community can help reduce energy and clean up the air. So that's all good stuff. How can we make our towns and cities cooler? I mean, I've just come to Bucharest, it's 33 degrees. I mean, it's crazy, the weather is too hot. How can we make cities cooler, give them the vocabulary? Act smart is very, very important. You're always going to find extra resources to develop that. Act smart, global learning activities. Thinking of some ideas to make your town, city cooler. Reinforcement activity, extension activity. It's always the same, lots of extra ideas in the teacher's book. Digital, I want to finish with this because Marbles is actually got an awful lot of digital content, and I think it's important to show you, but I've got a little video that's only 1 or 2 minutes that I think sums it up very nicely.
The monkey is behind the rock.
2.
The monkey is climbing up the rock.
'" Hello, I'm Jenny, and I'm from Brighton in England. Look, this is Brighton.
Space-Time Adventures!
Walking in the woods.
Me too. Let's explore.
go to the shops. There's lots of food to buy. My mother wants a lot of fruit and one chicken pie. Oh, let's go to the shops. There's lots of food to see. My dad wants 2 big burgers and a cup of tea. But pizza, pizza is my favorite thing. Pizza, pizza, come on now, let's sing.
Sorry, I've only got 1 minute left, so I just want to do basically 2 things. One, I just want to mention that the website probably is the best place to go and have a look, because you can download the booklet, you can watch all of the videos, you can see the mapping document to the readers, you can see the digital content. It's all in one place. You just go from top to bottom. So if you want to find out more, go there. And secondly, I just want to, obviously it was all about the wrapping, so it would be a shame not to give a prize. So this is a solid sterling silver chain, which I'm now going to award to the wrapping queen. So we've got a new wrapping queen for Bucharest. I hope you enjoyed that. It was lovely coming back to Bucharest again, and I saw the Champs-Élysées. Next time I'm coming back to see the Eiffel Tower. Enjoy the rest of your conference.